reactive, though. They did get a couple of the heroes out that they really enjoyed, right? You can see the Clock and the Disruptor, two heroes that have just done so much work in the past games that we've watched coming out from them. But is this necessarily what they wanted for their draft, do you think?
I think they're certainly reacting to the Monkey King. I think if Monkey King wasn't in the game, I don't think we would see the Tusk mid here. We've seen Tusk mid done before, but I think it's just a good game to do it, so he wants to do it here. And since Lina's a hard hero to counterpick, as in getting a hero that wins against her in the lane, Tusk would do, you know, quite as well as an Ember would, or as against a lot of other heroes would have done in the same situation. So I think VP have a nice mix between countering Secret and still having their own synergies.
Are we going to run into any issues, though? We saw with the Tiny in game number 1 that GPK was just getting kited so badly towards the end. Are we going to see that issue come into play with this Tusk now?
Maybe. We might see a fair amount of kiting from both teams, honestly, as you definitely want to mitigate the damage output of a Luna the same way. You have a lot of stuns over on the side of Secret, so she's probably going to get a hard time to do the right-clicking in this game when the BKB is not up.
The battle begins.
Already Ramses is chased away from the rune top. Doesn't want to deal with that Primal Beast, so it's going to end up being a equal split of those bounty runes to start this game off.
Yeah, no immediate advantage there, and they are now trying to keep Monkey King a little bit away from getting to bottom lane. Hakoda being careful though, knowing that he's alone.
So we talked a lot about, you know, eventually getting something like the Walrus Kick. What's the priority of the Ags for GPK here? What's going to be the build-up?
It's pretty high priority. I would say it might not be your first item. Blink Dagger is still a very nice thing to get, but I think you will prioritize it as a second item at least. Possible still as a first item. But he definitely wants to get, you know, probably face boots and some upgrades. Nisha taking a bit of tower damage there.
A little bit of that harass going back and forth. This is not the easiest lane for GPK to be playing against the Lina. Like the guys kept saying, this is just one of those heroes that doesn't really lose the lane very often.
Oh, she doesn't lose the lane, but so far the CSing going quite well for the Tusk. He's 4-2. Managing to get any denies against Alina as Tusk is not that easy. Oh, top lane, he gets caught.
Top lane, ooh, Ramses just taking so much harass. But they'll turn it back around over onto Zayat.
Yeah, Zayat's just not allowing him to try and keep the creeps back. He still keeps them outside of tower range, though, which was the goal for Luna there.
Crystallis now sitting with those 8 decay stacks on him, only about 500 health total. DM just continuously spamming out the decays.
Yeah, the core Undying is pretty strong laner, even into something like Monkey King. Just by getting Monkey solo HP, he can't really trade confidently back.
A little bit of harass over to Science. He's doing the same thing that he did in game number 1 as Reza's just, he's enjoying the fact he's a big tanky boy because he just solo kills Luna underneath her own tower. That's a bit of a disaster.
This is one of the hard things about being a ranged core when teams are doing these pull shenanigans. You get the enemy creep wave under your tower, you don't have your own creep wave, nothing to support you, you take a lot of damage over time, and Primal Beast just manages to get a nice catch on him.
I feel like Luna is just so squishy too, which can be a little bit of an issue. We've seen just how fast heroes can melt when they have, you know, in the position where they can get trampled upon.
Yeah, certainly, especially with this item build too. Only has 2 Iron Branches, so his stats are quite low on the strength department. He's of course opting to go for as much damage as possible. Usual build, we see it quite a lot. Bottom lane,
yeah.
they're chasing Hakoda.
Hakoda, throw and drop the Boundless. There it is. They've got the Jingu. DM still chasing after Casals here. It does have those 8 stacks of decay, but just gonna walk away from this fight. They're happy with what they got. They got a kill on the support for Secret.
Yes. Secret doing great here. I mean, getting kills on both side lanes. Really happy. And mid.
This top lane again. Nice save by Yamich, just throwing out the power cog so they can't continue to stomp all over Ramses.
Yeah, Clock was picked after a Primal Beast as a counter specifically to him. He's so annoying for a Primal Beast. You have the battery assault, of course, against the ulti, but also this Hogs just blocking you from doing what you want.
So who's the hero that you think that we should be focusing the heaviest on right now? Who's the one with the most potential to make things happen?
The one that I'm keeping my eye on is just whether or not Tusk can get good enough of a laning stage, and right now he's doing amazing. He is sitting at 17-2 CS against the 22-5 for Lina. Yes, she's winning the lane, but when you're against the Lina as a Tusk, I think this is good.
We've got the top lane again, just the trample. Nice power cogs coming out from Yamich. It's gonna slow him down, but Ramses is separated here with the roar. Put out a little bit more harass. Just feels like Ramses constantly being pressured. We'll get a solve used.
Resso is playing really good here. He's taking every chance to do damage, even if he doesn't think that there's a huge kill potential. He's just going, and it's making Ramses' life very difficult here in the laning stage.
And I think that's such a great way to play this too, is that, you know, Luna, we saw how well they did, you know, Ramses in that first game, like during the laning phase. Like, he was running away with the amount of farm he was getting, but if he's constantly having to worry about his health or doing, you know, ferrying out any sort of regen, definitely going to slow him down quite a bit.
Yeah, certainly. A little bit of stacking, preparing here. Of course, they can farm it very easily. Either Lina or the Primal Beast could go over and take that. Trample does kill stacks really, really fast as well. And right now, Luna not allowed to really touch the creeps, as Resso is just keeping him at bay. Look, every time he comes up for a CS, Resso is just walking up like, no, you don't. Stay back.
It's not much that they can really do other than, you know, have Yamich just throw out the power cogs every single time.
Yeah, they can help protect, but they can't really secure the farm right now for Luna. We have 20 seconds until the power rune spawn. We see both teams bringing over multiple supports here. Both Puppey and Zayats are checking runes. For Yamich and Hakoda.
Puppey has himself the Satyr Mind Stealer with the Mana Burn and the Mana Aura. Just have this big rotation trying to secure whatever they can. Here comes Yamich as well. There's the Laguna Blade over onto GPK, but there it is. There's a regen room, but immediately gonna get canceled out here. So they follow up over onto Yamich. Battery assault. Yeah, it's doing great.
And Yamich with, or Zayats with an unusual miss there on his impale. Nice sidestep by GPK. Else he would have gone down there. If that connected, he was definitely dead.
Yeah, I thought that he had popped that regen right off the bat, but did wisely save it. So now he's back in lane. He's back pretty much at full health, full mana. It's like it didn't even happen.
Puppey with a deny on the bounty rune. No gold for you, Kola.
Bottom lane. I feel like poor Crystallis has not had much health at all, but you know what? That works out with the Boundless. They drop the tombstone, though. They realize Puppey is not here. Nice little glimpse back as they'll finish off with a decay on DM.
Yeah, really nice. Yes, that level 2 glimpse, so quite hard to run away from. If you get the Thunder Strike, you're definitely going to get the glimpse. And yeah, DM is having a good start here on his Undying, but as the panel said, it can be difficult to transition a core Undying into actually doing stuff. Are they glimpsing him? They got him.
They got him top lane. Also, the pressure being placed by Reza. Get the power cogs off. Not much mana, though, over here on Ramses. And again, he's so tanky, it's pretty difficult to do enough damage to this guy.
Yeah, Yamich has to babysit this Luna all the time, make sure she doesn't just get run over. And Crystallis is making his way back to bottom lane. Fortunately, he is a Monkey King, so getting glimpsed to base, not that bad.
A little bit of that harass going back and forth here in top lane. They have the power cogs. It's just run right through here from Rezo, and they'll be able to clean up over onto Zayats, get a little bit of revenge here. And this top lane, while this is happening, they'll find a kill on DM in the bottom, because they had a rotation to mid lane.
Even more revenge served up there as he finally made his way back.
GPK running to this top lane. Rezo clinging to his tower. They do have a creep wave coming in. They're going to open up with the snowball. And they're just going to start giving the hits. There it is. There's the punch. There's the shards. And that is a dead resolution.
Yeah, nice runes so far for GPK. First with the regen rune, then also getting that haste rune. He's having a fortunate game here. Rune spawning at the right places at the right time for him.
And ping, nice LSA plus the Laguna. Okay, he's gonna just go for the punch and try to run away. Does have those shards. Got a little bit more damage, blocking all sides.
Yeah,
And just
he went up
reset
there
it.
and he saw the stack on the big camp, but they don't really have a great tool to steal this. So there's a lot of gold there and they know about it, but the best thing they could do is like try and bring Undying over with Tombstone, but this is just gonna go the way of Nisha. It's too late.
Puppy grabbing himself that little satyr here and setting up towards the top lane. Has the cloak aura. And still holding on. He's got himself the Harpy Stormcrafter too. So seeing some different creeps picked up by Puppy depending on what is necessary in the situation.
Yeah, Puppy, I mean, he's a very experienced champ player. He knows what creeps he wants to make the most use of. It's a little bit of RNG when you play 10 mid lane. Oh, it gets revealed here.
Now Pagoda is nearby. We'll throw out the kinetic field and a glimpse just to make sure that can't have that Lena doing anything. Spike Carapace over on Zai. It's going to try to slow down GPK, but he still manages to get the final hit off. And there's a bottle service coming in fresh from Yamish.
Yeah, so to get another kill, I mean, Tusk mid relies heavily on these kills. It's not a hero like Lina who can just pop into jungle and farm. So VP are the ones who want to play higher tempo right now, by far, I would say. So they're trying to organize moves together with this Tusk.
I'm really enjoying just seeing like how they're enabling GPK this time around. Crystals finds an opening on the bottom lane on DM, but
yeah,
do have movement
good
over
use
here
of the
in
Wukong.
mid lane.
Good use of the Wukong there, and again, now they have level 6 on Zayats already on the Nyx Assassin, so he uses Vendetta immediately, looking to make a move towards mid.
They're prepared for this. They do have several sentries down, so they'll chase after Puppy and use the Hand of God. You see the teleports coming out immediately from the side of Secret. The glimpse play, though, coming in. We'll just send Crystallis back. Yamich taking a lot of damage. He's stuck over to the side, most likely going to fall here as Rezo stomps all over him. But they get the kill on Puppy, and they also had used the Hand of God during all of that.
Yeah, still good for VP, I think. There was big reactions forced, and they get even more kills, like we mentioned on Tusk. Top lane now looking to make something happen with Primal Beast and Nyx.
Oh, nice play here with Zayats using the Spike Carapace again with those glaive bounces. There's nothing that Ramses can do against that. So paired up with Rezo, they'll be able to go take this tower thanks to the Chen army. Tough game for this Luna.
I can't believe we're gonna see it again after last game when they pushed high ground there with a Luna and got killed pretty much solo by the initiation, let's say. From Nyx, just doomed by Spike Carapace. We're gonna see it again, playing a carry that can get punished like this. So Zayats is probably very happy that his target is a little bit easier to kill than an average carry would be.
Reminds me vaguely of when every single game saw a Death Prophet and people started picking up Blade Mail to try to deal with the exorcism. Because you just don't really have the control over, you know, where the ghosts are moving. Same thing with these glaives bouncing around, you know. The Nyx Assassin just such a solid choice against something like Elena.
Yeah, it's difficult. Nothing you can really do about it as Luna, as you said. So he just has to be mindful about his positioning, where he's farming. You see all of VP moving towards the bottom area. They want this tower, but they're being constantly scouted out by this Nyx, having that silent impact of just running around and keeping tabs of the enemy. So Crystal is gonna back out in good time.
They also have a nice ward over here on the side, just spotting any sort of rotations. Which though need to be careful, yeah. He walks right into the two heroes of Secret. Drop the Wukongs, and they'll be able to clean up. But while this is going down, they are also managing to take the tower from the side of Secret to even up that equilibrium.
Yeah, mid tower being forced a little bit, but they're bringing heroes over. Tusk wants to defend.
He actually went for...
The choice of going for the Falcon Blade on Tusk before the Blink Dagger is actually quite a good item for Tusk. That 14 damage is not to be scoffed at when you have your crit from the Walrus Punch being 300% already.
You read my mind, Waga. I was literally about to ask, like, so he looks like they went for the Falcon Blade. What do you think of that? But you already answered my question before I said it. New Oracle?
Yeah, or Kyle, let's go. Falcon Blade, though, is just a very popular item right now. A lot of heroes that we previously didn't see buy it are going for it, and it feels amazing to purchase, especially in tandem with the Soul Ring being nerfed in the same patch. That just led a lot of people to open their eyes to this item.
All right, well, 13 minutes in now, a 2K lead going to the side of Secret. And it feels like this time Ramses, you know, definitely slowing down. Bottom lane, though, the initiation over onto Zayas. It's already used that Spike Carapace, so he's not going to be able to survive this one. But it will allow for Crystals to run away.
Again, trying to be cute with the Spike Carapace initiation, sitting under the creep wave, expecting the decay to come out, but there was a sentry already. So the sentry made it that VP can just get the kill on him instead. Ooh, missed hook shot for Yamich.
You know, it was just to scare them away, sort of thing, you know? Show that this is our jungle. Get out of here.
Yeah, he displayed what he's capable of.
I mean, we've seen what he's capable of. He's can play very, very well on this Clockwork.
Secrets. They have a lot of creeps around mid from Chen and Lina with the right click damage. They are thinking if they can bring down this tower, but so many players from VP are sitting around. It's a scary move to commit for this. Especially into Disruptor, because if you start to fight, you can't run away. You need to take that fight, because whoever backs out is going to get glimpsed. So they need to know that they're certainly strong enough. Smoke coming out from VP. Splitting up, though, going different ways.
And look at the ward coverage also here in this mid lane. They've got all the sentries down because they're not going to let themselves get jumped on by Zayas. In fact, the sentry just about took all here in the top portion, but you can tell that they're really taking this Nyx Assassin's threat seriously. They don't want to have it where he gets the jump.
After last game, they better. I mean, he's definitely displayed. He's looking here to increase his win streak even further. He was already, what was it, 6-1 at the start of the day?
Yes.
Panel said 7-1 now, so he's looking to make it 8-1 in this game right now.
Now, important to note, the Blink Dagger is completed for GPK, so they've been enabling him quite a bit to make sure that he can get these items in good timing. I'd like to see them get aggressive. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to see happen as they smoke up over on the side of VP. No one available here in the jungle, though. Everyone seems to be playing top, but this will allow them to put down a little bit more vision.
Oh, Crystals has to be careful. He's jumping around, but he's skittering around the vision of this ward. He realizes, pinging it even, that could be dangerous, so staying safe.
There it goes.
It's actually just sneaking by, going completely outside of the vision, onto bottom lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
It's very scary when no one's showing on the map, although Yamich does run into both Reza and Zayas over here. That's with a hook shot over onto Zayas. We see the teleports, people making their way over now. GPK making his way over with that tag team with the blink forward. Oh my goodness, there's not even a corpse to be able to bring back.
Tusk relies on getting kills, and kills is what he's getting. He's 5-0-0 now, having a pretty fantastic start, and with his haste rune ready, he can farm top and be ready to respond quickly if something happens on mid lane as well.
Right now, both of the cores. Oh, mid lane. Hello, Yamich. You should just give it a couple clicks. Not going to be able to quite finish him off, though. Even dropping those Seeds of Serenity just in case.
It's cool to me that Nisha opted to go for the Spellcaster Lina in this game as well. So he's saying that, okay, Monkey King, you're going to be our physical damage dealer, and I'm going to add these items to allow me to magically burst people faster. This is better against Luna to be able to kill her fast, because she has so high armor as an agi carry. But this is not necessarily what we usually see from most Linas. A lot of the time, Linas still want to play that, you know, semi-carry role, but he's going full Spellcaster here. The blink.
Dire's middle
And immediately the D ward over here on the side.
Dire's structure.
If he didn't have that ward, he would be dead right now.
Would, and they find Clockwork immediately going and dropping the Static Storm. Nice hook shot from Yamich, buys him a bit more time. The Cogs, though, now still have the Pulverize, and they'll get this. Oh, they won't be able to save him, but they do manage the heal off as Rezo walks away from this. A little bit of a glimpse play, going right back again. They have a nice cheeky sentry ward over here on the side, but Ramses just wants to continue to farm up. Doesn't look to want to fight anymore at
Did
this
he run
point.
top?
Double
DPK
damage.
didn't go and check it. He's not going to get that one. Would be really dangerous if he got his hands on that as a Tusk. But still, that was quite a bit of resources used for just a clock kill. And even expending the 9-second BKB on your Primal Beast. So I don't think VP are too unhappy about that. Sure, a teammate died, but it's just a level 7 Clockwork. Like, he's the lowest level on the field.
I thought for half a second he was going to survive that, but the cogs just not going to be able to.
He got grabbed through the cogs. It looked crazy. The Primal Beast had long arms there to actually use his ulti on him after he used cogs.
Sure, he does have pretty big arms for a dinosaur. Comparatively to the Tyrannosaurus Rex with those itty-bitty baby arms. But TP's coming up to the top. They want to protect Crystallis. DPK opening up, boundless, run through. Hook shot comes out from Yamich. The separation of the fight followed up with a snowball. Yamich, though, having difficulty staying alive over the back lines. They lose GPK, and this reaction coming out from Secret, just realizing that, you know, they were going to try to make a jump onto Crystallis, will yield them 2 kills.
Yeah, they have that top lane ward that hasn't been dewarded for Secret, and that gives some crucial vision there, so they're able to bring a lot of heroes over and effectively bait this with their Monkey King.
Yeah, look how fast this Roche is just absolutely melting.
So much of that is just Chen, honestly, helping out. Like, his army does quite a bit of damage in this.
I feel like we don't give the creeps enough credit a lot of the times. They're so used to, you know, thinking that they're kind of weak in the jungle and we just go and kill them all. But when you add them onto your Chen, they can be quite formidable and give you some really nice boons, as we saw earlier with some of those auras and whatnot.
They all have that bonus damage as well. So they bring down Aegis really quick there due to the bait that they get top. So again, similar to first game, they have the security now from Crystallis.
Go for the dust, the static storm, but that Carapace. Rezo running into this over here. They will get the glimpse off as a beautiful impale going over onto GPK and DM. And the teleport's coming out now from Crystallis, so they need to get the heck out of there. Looks like he's not going to commit.
And again, VP are the ones like, okay, your carry canceled TP. Now we're chasing again. Going in, trying to get vision. GPK.
Oh, they see Rezo with that rocket flare. Curious to see if they're going to make this rotation down. Yeah, they smoke up. They want to defend it. They want to see if they can get a wraparound play over on VP. Crystallis leading the charge.
I'd like to say VP playing more under their wards than they did in the last game. Last game they went for a lot of aggressive moves that they didn't really have vision into, but there they sat back a little bit and tried to stay on their observer ward. They're going to forfeit the area now, so it might get dewarded, but overall it feels like Secret have been a little bit more diligent about playing where they have vision, and I think that was part of the downfall for VP in the last game.
Spotting a Hakoda here. GPK is nearby. Just a little cheeky slap.
Yeah,
no hard
not
committal.
really gonna hard commit for something there. He did disassemble his Echo Saber to get the BKB on Crystallis, so having Aegis and BKB, he can make really aggressive moves, but on his own, he probably doesn't have the damage really to fast burst anyone.
Yamich realizing Zayats is over here. They are going to get that BKB delivered to Luna very soon, but the stomp will ensure that the clockwork ends up dying. There's the BKB though now for Ramsey, so they were able to delay that gank, and he was able to pick up that item because that is a huge power spike for the side of AP. Uh-oh, Hakoda? Yeah. They're coming. I think you can hear the Jaws music from here.
Pretty much, but he is gonna run away again. He's speedy with that Tranquil Boots upgrades. He's no poor Brown Boots disruptor, though he is going for the Aghanim's Rush in this game. He wants to get that early. We see him go for different builds, different games. Hakoda just adapting to what he thinks is best for the game he's playing.
All
Smoke
right,
now coming in.
I think they got the Deso online now for the Tusk. They've got BKB on Luna. This is the time they can get a pick off. They have to be aware. Black King Bar is still available over onto Rezo, so they're gonna have to stun lock him and pick him. And yeah, he just immediately pops. Follow up here from Crystallis over onto GPK. They pick up the Luna. They just start shaking her around in circles. Going for the little bit of the save. The snowball going over here onto Puppy. It's doing a lot. Hand of God comes out. They'll lose damage. They'll end up losing Puppy though, thanks to that nice snowball coming in hot. As now they'll turn their attention over to Ramsey. He manages to dodge with the Manta. And just like that, that whole fight is over.
He's not safe yet, though. Nisha is chasing. He's looking for him.
Oh, Nisha coming around the corner of the Laguna, and that is a kill for Nisha.
Yeah, making good use of the Boots of Travels there. Travels down to bottom lane, comes in with the Ether Lens cast range 2. Mid lane, they might go on
Oh,
GPK.
GPK. They are definitely going on GPK right underneath the tower. Such insult. As they just do not care. Rest of the Gen armies here. They'll even get a kill on the courier.
Middle tower is under attack.
Just feels like when you have something like this Primal Beast, and especially the way that Rezo plays, right? It's just always in your face. And it's very difficult to bring him down because he's quite tanky.
Yeah, he really is. They also failed to chain stun him when they initially went on him. They blinked in, they Tusk Punched, but they didn't get the snowball stun right after the Tusk Punch. So he was actually able to pop the BKB early and live long enough there in that fight. And yeah, he, like you said, with the armor of Uproar and then BKB Magic Immunity, he is not that easy to bring down, so you have to stop the BKB.
This always seems
Now
like he's...
have Aghanim's Lina. This is fun to watch.
Alright. That's the Flame Cloak that did get changed around recently for those viewers who haven't had the chance to see it just yet.
Yep, so you can fly for 6 seconds to take 35% less magic damage, and you have 30% spell amp. And of course that flying mobility. He's under a ward now though, he has to be careful.
There are 4 here. Ooh, that hook shot. LSA, oh my god, DSM just...
That's the
DM
cloak.
just disappears there completely. Static Storm is going to come to play over Chrysalis. Does have the BKB. It's going to be the Walrus Punch. End up losing Zayas. Coda next to fall. Ramsey's just, or sorry, Resolution just stomping all over them. Ramsey's going to be able to slow them down though. Throws out that hit. But GPK is just getting so slowed down. Too much damage coming out from Nisha on the other side. Yamich teleporting away.
Yeah, Secret are just handily in control of this. They're definitely strong. It's fine, losing sucks, but what are you going
That's
to
a
do?
great
Life
voice
goes
line.
on.
Oh my god.
Hitting
Appropriate.
them with that right now? Damn.
That's gold.
That's a good voice line for this.
Calculated, right? They're waiting for this moment. They're like, yeah, we got to put that voice line in so that way.
Yeah, they were prepared. The long con. Yeah, there we see the hook shot that was really close to landing. And then the chase, they just bring them down. This Lina and her damage. In the game though, we have a crucial position here. They're kind of looking for an opening.
Ramsey's leading the charge.
Yeah, high ground vision.
They're looking over at DM too. Yeah, there it is. The Impale, the Laguna over onto the Sport. He just does not exist. As they'll follow up though. Handicap coming into play. Chrysalis just giving these clicks off, and all the BKBs getting popped, trying to just survive. They'll take down the tube over on the side. The hook shot out from Yamich because they just want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna try and scramble. They get out, but this is an impossible game to survive. Wow. Blink in with the death stroke. Chases for more.
Oh god. Oh god. All right. GPK, he is just in.
It was a one-way ticket. He went in for the kill. He saw him under the vision. Blinked in, decided to get the burst over on Nyx. Man, the mid laners are bullying the supports in this game. But he knew. He overcommitted and tried to survive with a snowball. No way to get out, though.
Nisha is goddamn terrifying, though. Like, as a support, how do you survive against this Lina that's got all this burst damage? He's got the Aether Lens on top of that, so you've got just so much going on. Like, you can't hide from this Lina. Just always gonna be in the psychic headband. Oh my god.
Even more range. He's gonna do a lot of damage, and he hasn't even hit the power spike yet of level 20. Gets 11% more spell amp, so he's gonna have his 8% from the Kaya, he's gonna have the 30% from the Aghanims, and then the 11% there. This is so exciting to me because I really like watching Spellcaster Lina, and it's kind of rare that we see it being played in this way in competitive.
Oh, Yamich, he just wanders on through. Yeah, and this time and he's just like, I've got enough kills, you can have this one.
Yeah, saving the mana, doesn't want to waste 450 to get that kill.
I know it's efficiency, but the way you say that makes it sound so BM, like you're not even worth the mana.
Oh, top, that's a lot of skeletons.
GPK, all right, the snowball, immediately dodging away from Rezo. It's gonna blink out, and the TP's come in. Nice glimpse back from Coda, but the BKB is already up and running, and they just pick up GPK, and they just shake him around. The Luna just melts so far back and away from Nisha, and they'll kill GPK. They've had enough. They just call GG. Team Secret is in TI form. They are going to the International. There's no way Puppy's missing one of these.
Wow, that is big. Puppy is once again secured for TI. He is going. Look at the boys.
He's so
Look how happy they
happy.
are. Man, I mean, he's a TI legend. He really is, Puppy, and you got to give it to him and his entire team here. They played some really good Dota. You can see the relief on the players now as they managed to secure themselves immediately here. Start of the day, 2-0. And that's going to make it all the rougher here for VP. They have to go down into the lower bracket. Still have a chance, though, to qualify. But yeah, that's the first team.